When your baby is not sleeping well at night, it means nobody is sleeping well at night. It can take a huge toll on you and your family. It means that everybody is exhausted. I've been there. It's horrible. You know, the washing is left, everything just falls apart. It is not nice for anybody. So today's question, I'm going to talk through a few of the strategies to get your newborn baby to sleep better at night, because often if they're sleeping well during the day, they might not be sleeping well at night. Today's question is, how do I get my 3-week-old baby to sleep at night like she does during the day? Hi, I'm Amanda, founder and co-creator of Little Ones Sleep Programs. I'm a pediatric sleep specialist and mother to 2 darling little girls. At Little Ones, we provide comprehensive online sleep programs and nutrition programs for your baby and toddler. We house these in our custom-built app, where you're able to have your sleep program in your pocket any time of the day and night. We also have our village in our app, where our trained sleep consultants are there any time of the day and night to help answer any question that you may have. Make sure you visit us at www.little-ones.co. Back to the question of, how do I get my 3-week-old to sleep in the nighttime like she does in the day? So it's really common for young babies to almost have a little bit of a day-nighttime sort of reversal. This especially happens if you're letting them sleep long periods during the day. Then at nighttime, they'll be really wakeful and they'll be wanting to wake because, one, they need a lot more awake time because they've slept too much during the day, and 2, they also need feeding because they've missed a bunch of feeds throughout the day. They'll need those feeds to be done at night. This unfortunately causes a little bit of a day-night reversal, and it can end up getting into a little bit of a cycle where it's kind of hard to break. But there are a couple of things that you can do. The first thing is, you need to wake your baby up at a regular time, at the same time every morning to start the day. Our start time in our family was at 7 o'clock. We woke the baby up, and the first thing that you need to do is talk to them loads, take them to the window, make sure that they know it's daytime, make sure that they are wide awake and alert and they're not, sleepy and still trying to go back to sleep. Take them to the window, make sure that they're getting loads of sunlight. Those are the cues that make anybody, humans, adults, everybody, to know that it is daytime. During the day, feeding is super important and naps are important, but making sure that they're not napping too much and that they're just having naps and one decent sleep rather than really long sleeps right throughout the day. Only one sleep, that sort of 3-week-old period, should be more than about an hour and a half anyway, one of those sleeps during the day. Our sleep programs go through all of our nap structure for every week. At this age it changes, and go through the nap structure and make sure that you're not letting your baby sleep too much, but making sure on the other hand they are getting enough sleep as well. So your baby is likely to have this sort of day-night confusion going on. As I said, wake them at 7, and really I think rather than letting them sleep and do what sort of ever they want, this is probably the time where you might need to actually start waking them and making sure that they are getting those awake hours during the daytime period and also getting those feeds in. Our sleep programs, as I said, go through this, and so that you don't just blindly wake your baby without knowing how much sleep they actually need to have at each individual age. Another thing that can be super important for a baby of 3 weeks of age is that they are sleeping in the same place during the day as they are at night. Making sure that they know that at night time this is a safe sleep environment. This is where they sleep for long periods. If they are sleeping out in the pram, or if they're in the front pack, or if they're during the day and they're sleeping long periods like during the day in those environments, and then all of a sudden you're putting them for only one sleep of the 24-hour period into their bed, then they may not really associate this with a sleeping environment. They associate their pram or the front pack with the sleeping environment. I guess if this is the problem, that 80-20 rule is really important here, making sure that 80% of their sleeps are where you want them to sleep for the majority of their time. So 80% of their sleeps in their cot, and 20% of their sleeps out and about or doing whatever. In our sleep programs, we recommend that you have your big lunchtime sleep in their cot, and the morning and afternoon sleeps, they can be out and about. I often would do the morning nap out and about, or in the car, for example, on the way to an activity for our toddler to be out and about as well. So morning and afternoon nap, perfect to do out and about, but make sure you do have one decent sleep in the cot during the day, and also that nighttime sleep as well. Other things that you can do to help that sleep environment is making sure that your baby has white noise, whether it be just general white or brown noise, or even that shh sound. We have a fantastic track that's on Spotify or Apple or Google Play, and we can replicate that whooshing sound for those newborn babies during their sleep period, especially at nighttime. Rather than just having the white noise go whilst they're going to sleep, I would play it the entire nighttime period to make sure that when they do rouse and wake in between sleep cycles, that sound is still happening and still going, and they're still happy to then drift back into the next sleep cycle. Other things in the room environment, making sure that it's the right temperature, making sure that your baby is swaddled as well. And if they are a bit of a Houdini and can get out of swaddles, get a fitted swaddle with a zip, making sure that that baby is snugly and tight and also warm. That will really help with your room environment and making sure your baby does sleep longer at nighttime. Other things is making sure that your baby doesn't have too many bright stimulating lights around. Often monitors have a really bright blue light for some reason on them. Cover that over, that can help a lot. Night lights do not need to be on for babies under 2 years old. Babies actually don't have a fear of the dark at all. They find it comforting. In the womb it was dark. They're not scared of the dark at all. So night lights shouldn't be off. All that will do is stimulate your baby's brain. It's like having a bright alarm clock next to you in a hotel and sort of keeping you awake. It's not definitely something that shouldn't be in the baby's room, and that can be affecting your baby's sleep as well. So I hope that answers your question as to why your baby might be sleeping well during the day but not at night. Look out for too much sleep during the day. Look out for making sure that your baby is feeding well during the day. Sleeping in the same environment during the day as she is at night time, and checking that room environment is the best sleep-inducing room environment that you could possibly make by adding in white noise, making sure that temperature is right, and making sure there's no night lights or anything like that. I hope that helps, and if you liked this video, make sure you give us a big thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them in the box below and we will try and answer as many as we can. And if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so that you get notified of any videos just like this one.